forget to subscribe. Help us get to 500 subscribers. We definitely appreciate that. Let's take a look at this fight. I don't really know if this one's gonna go to a decision. You're talking about two guys who really go for the knockout. Now, we have Soriano here, who he was undefeated, got to the UFC. He did good for 2 fights. Well, he had a fight on the Contender that he won. Then he won 2 fights, one by KO, one by TKO. But he is on a 2-fight losing streak. He lost to Brendan Allen. That's not a bad loss. He lost a split decision to Nick Maximoff. I felt like he won that one, but I can see how they gave it to Nick because there were some questionable decisions made. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but let's go look at Dalca right quick. Now, Dalca, on a 2-fight losing streak as well, his last loss came to Cody Brundage, which in hindsight, that ain't the worst thing in the world. Cody just beat Tresean Gore in impressive fashion this past Saturday. Cody's actually turned out to be way better than what people gave him the credit for. Now, before that, he has a loss to Magomed Ankalaev. Front kick KO. It was crazy. It came out of nowhere, and it just really just put him on his back. It was lights out. But Dalca, very powerful, very strong, like Samson type strength. I mean, he picks guys up in the air, double legs them, just slams them on their head. He goes to work with the ground and pound. So depending on the guy, he can overpower him, get a submission, or get a TKO, or just dominate you with his size and strength. Now, one thing is very wild on the feet, very powerful, obviously, but very, very wild. I mean, ducking your head down, almost looking at the ground and just swinging punches just because he knows that power is there. You can't really do that at a certain level because these guys are going to clean you up. Now, on the other end of that, Soriano is a knockout guy. He has some power, left hand, power shots. But the thing is, you'll notice there's no jab. You can't lead with your power hand and you don't have no jab because now you're just swinging your power punch and missing, let's say, 3 hooks in a row versus double up on your jab. And then when your opponent circles against the cage or when they think they've gotten out of range for that, then you catch them at the end with your power punch. You don't really want to lead with your power punch and you're missing and wasting all that energy just hunting that knockout. And that's one of the knocks I have for Soriano. He's getting better. He's been doing better, but I would like to see the stand-up cleaned up a little bit in that department. And it's mainly that jab. Use your jab to set up other things. Again, I would like to see Dalca also start to utilize the jab, but I just don't think that at this point, Dalca's going to do that because he got so much power. It's almost like a gift and a curse. You kind of, I don't know, we see it often where guys with a whole lot of power, they typically don't have the best technique just because it doesn't take much for them to lay hands on you and put you out. So I don't necessarily know if he'll change it up. Soriano, you know, a little bit younger, so he's got some time to kind of change things. I can see Dalca putting Soriano away. It's going to be a crazy stand-up fight. And at the very least, Dalca will probably start wrestling. Now, Soriano does have good takedown defense. Like, I like what I see. He got taken down in his last fight, but I mean, I think he was injured. I think he tweaked his knee or something. But if he could keep this fight standing up, I do think he is the more cleaner fighter on the feet. But again, you got to use that jab. You might be better on the feet technically, but it doesn't mean like he's great on the feet as far as his fundamentals. I just feel like he's the cleaner of the two. So I think that'll help him. But he's definitely going to have to be careful with the takedowns of Dalca, which I think he will be. He should be able to. And I don't know. Hopefully Soriano's been working on his game. I feel like he has a little bit more potential at this point. He just needs to clean up a few more things. And like there's a little bit more upside to his stock. But Dalca, very powerful guy. You can't really sleep on him. I'm going to lean more to Soriano just because like he just needs to clean up a few things in his game before he can really start making those strides. So I'm going to lean a little bit more towards Soriano here.